And welcome back to the video, guys, where today I am going to teach you how to create your very first house or create a house that looks nice in Minecraft version 1.14.4, the latest version. And I just want to say quick thanks to the support on the last starter base video. It really does mean the world to me, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So if we look right in front of us, you can see that we have a nice square looking box here, and this is probably what you have made. I'm not going to assume, but maybe some of you guys have created something that looks like this, or just something that doesn't really look as good as you'd want it to, and well, I'm here to help you with that. So yeah, we are going to completely transform this whole entire structure and make it what is called a house. Alright, so I think today I'm going to go with a bit more of a modern style house, but we are going to start off with making a base. Of course, you want to figure out what shape you want to do, so I would lay out smooth quartz right here and just figure out how big I want it to be. You don't have to make it the exact same size as this, not at all. You can make it as big as you want. I'm going to make this a decently big area. Now, if you look up here, you can see that I'm basically almost blueprinting like a diagram of what I want to do. So this is the giant shape that I've created, and of course, you don't have to make it a square or rectangle. You can completely make other rooms and just do whatever you'd like. Just use your mind and be creative with it. You don't have to just make this a giant box. You can do whatever you'd like. I personally might just shave this and make this, I don't know, maybe a little porch area or balcony, and just cut all this off. So it's just a matter of thinking and figuring out the layout, and then you can get to the details and design work. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to extend this area by a little bit, and I think that should do good. So this is my basic shape that I've got going on. This is going to be a modern house. Now, of course, you can do whatever house style you like. You could do a wooden one, a cabin. You could do modern. You could do underwater, cave, underground. Whatever you'd like to do, you can do. You can make a house like that one over there. It's completely up to your likes and dislikes. So I'm going to raise these walls, I think 7 or 6 high. Alright, so after you have extended your walls, you have this much bigger shape, and now what I would do is kind of plan out where you want things to go. So with another random block, this is completely up to you, but I will use red wool for this. I'm going to plan out where I want things to be, like a roof and things like that. So I think I will have a roof go up here, extend out, and have slabs on the top, like right here. Alright, then for the balcony area, which is also going to be here, I will extend all of this wall out, and again, we're like blueprinting almost a map of what our house is going to look like. As an example, I'm going to use this green concrete and just go over it like this. So if you want to make a modern house, I'd suggest my kind of favorite colors to use are gray, white. You can pull off a light blue, a light gray. You can pull off more of the darker and lighter colors. If you want to do like a pink base and stuff, I'd recommend kind of blending other similar colors like magenta or blacks or grays with them. So for this, we have a window, right? So I don't want the window to be there, I want it to be here. So what I can do is, I guess, I can always change the up to you, but when I make a window, I want to figure out, do I want it to be in, do I want it to be out, do I want to extend it? Like, that looks like a modern house if you ask me, so I'm going to extend this. Yeah, let's do all the way up, why not? And then we can grab the gray right there, and look at that. It just gives it, you know, a bit more, it's defining its purpose, I guess you could say. And then after that, you can of course extend these other blocks and make it look like it's attached to this house. You know, make it look like it's not just a block that is doing absolutely nothing. And you could even go another step further for this window and grab yourself more glass and completely make this a giant cool looking glass viewing area thing. And yeah, you can just do it and well, it'll look awesome. So just like so. Oh, like that. Look at that. If you don't like it, always fix whatever you don't like and just make it your own. Now, I personally don't like this, so I'm going to change it into the gray, and there you go. You have yourself a nice looking window. So this is the first part of just, you know, remaking something look nice. Now, the roof is probably going to be a little bit last, but I think we should work on this porch balcony thing. Now, for this, I'm struggling to find a color, so again, find a color that kind of matches with, you know, your main block that you're using for your house. Alright, so I'm going to use a similar block with that and use a light gray concrete here, and I'm just going to remove all this and replace it to make this kind of balcony area. Now, of course, you don't have to make it super modern. You can go wooden if you want to, but I'm just trying things out and seeing if I really like it or not, which I think I can make it work. I think I can make this work. I might extend this one, and I might use the quartz pillars to define what I'm making here. This is exactly what I do. Of course, when you're playing a game against someone like a build battle, Alright, so this is what I have so far, and now I need to find something to make it look like this is a floating platform, because as cool as Minecraft is, we're trying to make this house look a bit realistic, and I don't really know what I want to do. I could probably use some walls right here and add, like, some kind of structure. I think I'm going to use a wood. I think I'm going to use a log. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, which log would look best with this build? The acacia wood could work because it's gray. So that's what I might use. I'm going to get some acacia. Instead of the actual log, I'm going to use the other one where it doesn't show the middle of the log. And actually, I think I'm going to extend this outward. Like that. You know, that doesn't look too shabby at all. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. And I'm just going to go on the outside. Now, of course, you can put these right on the inside, get rid of this and put it right here. But this is just what I'm doing. You don't not have to follow every single step that I'm doing here. I'm just doing something that I think would look nice. Okay, never mind, that doesn't look nice. So, why don't I put this back and extend this further so that it ends right here. And there we go. When there's a little balcony, so this is kind of I'm going to do that same exact thing, but I think I'm gonna make my own little like style towards it, like that. And then we're gonna add the roof to it, and yeah, this will be kind of a what is this? Gonna be like a 2-layered house, which is very nice because it is looking pretty good, and I'm pretty proud of it. Alright, so I've kind of created its own room, started the roof a little bit, and this house is going to be quite open. Usually that is how modern houses are, but I've decided that on this side I'm actually going to add, I don't know, like a little viewing area or something where it just doesn't look so plain and just like a wall. I want it to, you know, have a meaning of some sort. So I'm going to add a little room here of something. I don't know what really, but it's going to look fabulous. Just like that. And then we can obviously add the roof on and everything. And then I guess we could also then add a little area like this. I don't know what I want to do here. Again, that's something I'll figure out. But now we have this issue, which if we want this house to look nice, we want the roofs to also look good, which means I need to figure out a good design. Alright, so I think I figured out to make this a little garage area. Now, obviously, in vanilla Minecraft, you don't have cars, but you can build cars. But if you're also playing a modded world, you can obviously add a cars mod and have a nice garage and everything. I'm going to try my best to make that a very nice garage. I'm also going to make obviously since this is an open modern house, we're going to make it quite open with some glass here. And this is kind of what I'm going for. I don't know if I really want to stick with it. They're definitely, like, I want to change this very much, figure out what to do with this, and yeah, I guess probably just make it how I want it to be. So I'm going to do that, and this honestly isn't looking too bad. I'm going to fill in the roof, obviously give it some level. Now, we haven't really gone into too much detail yet, which we will do next, of course. But we also haven't gone and made a roof over here. So that is definitely my next goal, if anything. And I think I'm going to just extend this all the way down. There we go. And have more glass over there. But I also think what I'm going to do is... what should I do? I think I might make a small little section here where I can add something and it'll look quite nice like that. There you go. So before you started with this block and now you're gonna get this structure. Now this is looking very structured, well done. Of course we have to figure out where we want the entrance to be, so if you're like me and you want things to be even 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have a 1 entrance, you could have a 3 entrance, you could have an entrance with a door coming from the bottom and like secret entrances. You can do whatever you'd like. I think I'm gonna go with this though. And it's all about what you would like to do. I'm just gonna play around with this and see what I can do. Alright, I think I found a pretty good design. I think next what I'm gonna do is I know there's gonna be so many windows, but this is kind of what I'm going for now. I don't know exactly what style I want to do here, but I want to find kind of a modern style, if that makes sense. And so next, you're going to want to get rid of the flooring. Of course, if you have grass or dirt or gravel or sand, do that. And find a specific block that you think contrasts the build, which I used spruce planks here. And I think it looks nice. I also found a pretty nice design to create these windows as a modern look almost. So I'm going to grab the glass. Now, you don't have to just go plain old normal like this. You can completely grab some tinted glass blocks. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going to scroll through all these and figure out what I want to do. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with the gray stained glass here. As you can see, it looks quite clear, and it definitely looks like you can see through the house. It almost looks like there is no window, which it's up to you if you want it to look like there's a window or not, but I definitely like it, so I'm going to keep with it and use it. I don't know if I will replace the other, just regular ones like this one. I will see how it looks and see if I like it, but for now, I think I'm just going to use the gray stained glass and just do whatever I want. Now, yeah, this build is getting quite close to it, so this is just for, referencing and looking at it purposes, but I'll definitely move this aside. But yeah, this looks quite nice and it definitely gets the job done. Now, for the garage, I think I'm going to use a bit more of a different or the similar color, but I'm just going to use a stripped oak block for this. So as you can see, it does look quite similar, but it is kind of the same color if you think about it. And, well, in this case, it definitely works. Of course, you can put it up like this. It's up to you. I like to just put it on the very ends and sides, and it gets the job done. Alright, now we're going to add a bit more detail to the build itself. So with a modern house, I kind of like to use slabs with it and just use the slabs kind of over a block and have this really nice style to it. If it doesn't work, you can always manage to go lower than that. And there you go, it kind of looks pretty good. It's completely up to what you do, though. I kind of like it. It definitely looks good. Now you can always switch it up, use a different slab. You don't have to use the same quartz slab. You don't have to use the same blocks that I'm using in this video in general. You can make a sandstone modern house. You can do whatever you want. For example, I could use an andesite if I wanted to, and maybe that looks a little bit better. Which it kind of does in this case. How does that just happen? Okay, it's awesome. It's cool. So, yeah, and then you can also even just do the other ends, like the middle of the doorway maybe. And just, you could even do a different pattern so it doesn't look the same and gives it different texture. And we also haven't properly added a door to this build, so I'm going to add one. Now, with the door, you can go with an iron door, any door you want. I'm going to use these two and just see which one I like a little bit more. This person looks nice. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You could even use trapdoors if you'd like. You could do whatever you want. Okay, well, I'll try birch. I don't think I'm gonna use a jungle or acacia, but I might as well try to see if it looks nice. And the birch looks a little too white. It kind of looks good. Acacia door. The acacia door kind of works. I would go with the acacia door. Alright. Now, it's up to you. If you don't like this, then always change it. This is just what I like, and I'm just showing it to you guys. So, next what I'm going to do is continue this whole build. So, we have the roof here looking very nice. And I think I'm just going to kind of extend the outside like that. But then break away anything that kind of gets in the way of a window, if that makes any sense. And just like that, we have this. Of course, if you stumble into any problems, you just get rid of some things, and voila, it's all fixed. And now, as you can see, we have this area where it's a bit more on the floor level, and this is, well, not really on the floor level. So you can always make changes whenever you'd like. I'm going to just change this, and like so. There we go. Work a little bit more on this roof. Kind of give it my own design. As you can see, I've used so many slabs here, but this is what it's looking like. And to be completely honest with you, it looks pretty good. So, I'm just going to add a few more things here and there. Clear some things up. Add another little window. And I think for this one, though, we're going to style it a bit differently. And there we go. Little window. Now we have the inside to work on. I'm even going to add another little level to the roof, like this. Oh, okay. Let's not throw the block around. Here we go. And yeah, then I'm going to just add more slabs. Now, of course you don't have to add slabs. You can do stairs. You can do whatever you want, really. But this is just what I'm going to do, and I think I'm even going to extend this further. So why don't I add this right here? Just some touch-ups here and there. And, ooh, what should I do with this? Suppose I could just add it here. And then I can even, add the outline and everything. Oh yes, this is definitely starting to look more like a modern house by the seconds and minutes. For sure. Another tip you can do is just add these smooth quartz slabs and make a nice pattern with them like this. just like this one out here, and it definitely looks way more modern in my opinion. Now you have this nice, just really open, cool looking area almost, and it definitely gives off a really nice color and feel. So I think the next thing we're going to do is work on the inside, and the lighting, and the flooring, and the rooms. Okay, so I'm definitely going to add some old traditional glowstone with some carpet over it, and just figure out what type of carpet I want, whether I want it to be gray, or white, or a light gray. I think a light gray looks a bit better. And even add some in the garage, just on the ends and whatnot. There we go. But of course, we also want some really nice looking ones, so why don't I add a few sea lanterns and see how that looks. Now, you don't have to make it look like a chandelier necessarily, but you could if you wanted to. You could grab the rods. I forget what they're called though. The end rods, that's what they are. And just put them on the very ends of some iron bars. And it's kind of a really weird looking chandelier, but you could even add the middle, or you can make it a wooden one where I could put some spruce instead, and then I have this really cool looking chandelier effect. So let's do that. Grab the spruce right there. You have yourself a nice little chandelier. Look at that. If this looks a bit weird, you can always change some things, just move some things around. There's a little chandelier, pretty simple, pretty easy. Next, I think I'm going to add myself a couch, and to do that, I'm going to add a nice stair type of thing. I think I'm going to go with, not a quartz one, purple maybe, sandstone not really. I think I'm going to go with, yeah, let's try a purple. And I don't know where I want the TV to be. I guess we can have the TV right here, right? So we can add the TV here. And I can just add this couch right here. Now, of course, if this isn't a couch you like, you can always switch it up. You can always grab yourself some wool underneath. You could even add just some purple blocks, like this one or this one. And pretty much just add a slab right underneath like that. Have yourself a little couch, and then you can just play around with things and see what you like and see what you don't like. Figure out what you want to do. Maybe I want to have a nice little, chair right here, and then maybe the rest I'm going to have a little couch right here. Completely up to you. I think I'm going to extend this like that. You have a little TV area, a little lounging area, and if you want it to be separated, you can always get rid of this window and just do whatever you want. And then, so this will be the little lounging area. Then I think what I'm going to do is probably make the kitchen, the dining room, and the bedrooms. Again, play around with what you're going to do. We're about to make a staircase. Just figure out what looks best. The wood, nope. The birch wood, nah. The sandstone stairs, nope. So I'm gonna go with this quartz stair because it does look similar, but it has a different pattern to it, which makes it so much cooler in my opinion. And then again, of course, use some backwards staircases on the other side so it looks nicer. Now, if this is a bit of a problem for you, you can always just go the other way. Like, you can move all of this, get rid of this, and then just add the staircase over here. But I'm just going to completely use this for now, only to support this structure that I have going on, so that it looks a bit more, I guess you could say, what I've said a lot, not floating. And I think I'm actually going to keep this only for the sake of, well, it looks nicer, and there we go. our little staircase. Not too shabby at all. Our little chandelier as well. Okay, this is honestly not looking too bad. Now you can always use a cyan bed here. 2 beds right there. I'm even gonna add an end rod, and then I'm also gonna grab myself a pillar. This one right here, and I'm gonna show you something you can do to make a really nice lamp design. So you can just add an end rod right here, add a pillar on top, and it looks a lot like a modernized lamp. And I definitely like it. You can always extend these up even, like so. It's completely up to you. Like that. Look at that. That looks so nice in my opinion. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in this wall and make a little table or something over here, like a little desk really. So what wood? I'm going to use, should I use oak wood? Oak wood wouldn't look too bad, would it? I think I'm going to use some oak wood, and I'm going to get myself these slabs for that oak wood and just go like that. Even add myself a little flower pot and some a sunflower. Oh, I can't add that. Okay, well, grab something where you can add it, like a cornflower. There you go. And you can always add some bookshelves, just whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you can make a bedroom look stunning in no time. Now, if you want this to be survival friendly, I'd recommend using some sort of dark wood mixed in with a lighter color block, and it definitely pops out if you don't have this much access to quartz or clay or terracotta. That's definitely something I'd recommend. Alright, so I've just added a few details here and there, and I think the next thing I'm going to do is add some lighting in here. Now, of course, we still want to use some 1.14, blocks and items, so I am going to use the lantern in this room specifically, and hope it looks good, at least. I mean, that works. We could even add some more in this room. Then the ends. So yeah, I just used the stairs, used one forwards and backwards, or upside down, and put a smooth quartz block in between it to do this, and I kind of like it. This is what we're going with so far, and I'm almost done, pretty much. And this is the bedroom, which I need to add the armor on, of course. Okay, did not mean to put the armor on me. I can even add, I don't know, something to grab your sword with sharpness 1 and your regular pickaxe. Got an end chest, some storage here. Just a really nice and chill, setup for a bedroom. And I am also going to get myself some black carpet and just go kind of crazy with the design here. Figure out what exactly I want to do. It kind of works. Yeah, I like it. Okay. There's the bedroom. We have a little enchantment area over here. I think I'm even going to add some of the decoration blocks. So let's see here. We could add ourselves more armor stones. We could add signs, paintings. I might add a little box, craft table. Yeah, that kind of works. Look at this. Nice little enchanting area. And now we have the outside balcony to deal with, and then that whole space right there, and we're pretty much done. Okay, so for the balcony, I've decided to use some spruce fencing just so it contrasts the flooring that we used inside. And there's the balcony, and I think I'm going to extend that out. Now we have this issue right here, so I think I'm just gonna extend that like so. And let's grab this gray concrete here. And there we go. That doesn't look too bad. It's just a small balcony, and now we have the downstairs to work with. We just need to fix in some things here and there. Here we go. Downstairs we go, and we have this whole area. So let's grab our gray carpet. Let's add a little carpeting area over here, and let's spawn in a wolf. Have a nice little doggo. the sea lanterns with the end rod, so it's like a double light almost. Have some, floating little lamps. They definitely look floating. That's all I have to say. Okay, so one more tip you can do before I show you the whole tour is you can actually get some slabs or even signs and put them in an item frame like this. And it almost looks like the, I guess, end of a chair, like the arm of a chair. So, it's up to you. I kind of like how it looks, so I'm going to keep it. But, it's what you guys want to do. And yeah, I got my awesome, oh my gosh, so cute! And yeah, then next I'm going to do this, and we should be done. Alright, so before we started with this giant cube and got absolutely nowhere, and at the end of the day, we made something that looks like this. This looks so cool. I am beyond pleased with how this turned out and did not expect it to be this big, but guys, you can make the build however big, however short, however small, however thin you want. And if we come in here, little secret entrance to the garage, use some spruce trapdoors here, got ourselves a little smithing area, some barrels. Then we have another bedroom right in here with a cartographer table, a sneaky little loom, some sea lanterns, we ourselves the little toiletries over here, and then we come outside, got the little lounging area, living room, watching some Karate Kid right there. We got the little kitchen with some carpet going here, trap doors, little pantry, the lobster storage area. And then we also have ourselves some pets over here. We got ourselves a dog and 2 cats. We have a little sitting area to eat everything you want. Come over here. We have the hot tub on and off button that turns on and off the hot tub with just some campfires that I used right underneath it. And then we come over here. We have our pool, which looks very simple. Come upstairs. Have a black carpet, some storage, some ender chests, some little items, showcasing little lamps, a teal bed going, diamond armor display. Come outside, we have a little balcony where we can view whatever we want. And overall, just a very nice, simple, and easy build where if you want to make a modern house, this is definitely one where I've kind of given you some tips where if you want to try to make the whole thing, I'll just circle around it very slowly, and you could try to pause the video and create this exact version if you really want to. It's completely up to you, but all I have to say is I had so much fun creating this, and I hope you guys did too, and if you did, be sure to drop a like. And yes, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to consider subscribing, and I'll see all of you awesome people in the next building tutorial. So yeah, take it easy guys, and remember, you can create this if you just believe in yourself. See you guys. Bye!